can't see OBS, but I can absolutely see the game. So I can see the game and I can see Twitch. So, I mean, that's good. I can't see OBS, so hopefully everything's working correctly. Oh, what the? Everything is not working correctly. Just yet. Alright, we need to move some around. Primordia needs to go down here. Down, 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 down. Alright. Thank you. Alright, we're good. Hope everything looks good. Everything looks fine. Alright. Load game. That was such a pain. Sorry.
There's no time for that.
No time for chair. No time for Crispin.
There's no time for that.
No time for that.
Boss, maybe we should see what's happening in engineering.
Bad.
We need to get to engineering. There's no time for that.
Time for books.
There's no time for that.
No time for anything. Let's just go to Hatch. There's no time to do anything, but just do what I tell you. What's the point of adventuring?
There's no time for that.
Oh, I don't know what engineering looks like. Some weird looking thingies.
Boss?
Just burned in.
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Just melted me. Make that my chat on mobile. I can't see the chat now. Messed up the window. But I want to make sure.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio. Wake up.
Oh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder. Again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep.
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Okay. Options. Very good. Voice and text. Text only. Voice and text. I like it. We do voice only? Nope. Auto hints are on. Sure, I don't mind. Graphics, we're good. Back. Inventory, what do we got? Nothing. Crispin. Probably room for 2 more. Alright.
I can't pick that up.
Okay, fine. Turbine.
I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I
Okay.
certainly don't have time to build now.
Alright, we gotta build some stuff.
Nothing worth salvaging.
Nothing worth salvaging. Guess there's an exit. That's where we gotta go. There's a hose. More hoses. Cables. Grease.
I can't just scoop it up.
Okay, fine. Conduit.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
Pick it up. Put it in your inventory, my guess is. She did. Okay, let's grab this hose.
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success.
No success in patching hoses. What about this cable?
A sturdy cable.
Okay. Very good, you picked it up. Gotta figure out how to fix that hose. There's a ladder. Get over here to this energy. A socket, spark plug, switch.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Alright, can I...
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Say it again. Inventory. Cable.
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
It says 5 pieces. Spark plug. Alright. Go to the ladder. You must have to go inside. Don't slip on the grease. We need 5 pieces. Alright.
There's no way I can reach that.
Alright, what about this
More
conduit?
Gordium conduit.
Good, we need 5 pieces of that. Still can't reach
There's
that.
no way I
right? No. We're going up the ladder. Anything else out here that we can click on? There's a chair.
This is no time for sitting around.
I guess not. Telescope. Let's take a look at this
Without
telescope.
power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Okay.
Good timing with those repairs, huh, Bob?
Yeah, we got no power.
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Okay, so now we can't go in. We can't go out.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
Go back up. See if there's a way to get to that edge of the ship.
There's no way I can... The hatch is unresponsive.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, okay, you're the hit machine.
Boss, we need to make a rocket ship.
No, Crispin, we don't.
But if we did, we could harness the power of a black hole.
Hey, you're not giving me any hints. I need that halogen light, but how am I going to get it? I use the rope that I have, the hose.
Futile. That's never going to work.
Okay, I'm just trying to grab it.
Futile.
I don't have to be read. Alright, actually, do I need to use Crispin?
Could you grab that lantern?
Yes.
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too.
Huh? Okay, we're gonna go in through the top now.
It's
Going down
too
the
dark to see
hatch.
the ladder rungs.
Yeah, but that's why I gave you that light.
That's never going to work.
Right.
It couldn't hurt to bring the gospel of man with us.
Going
Sure.
to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough. I can't pick that.
Alright, alright.
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Huh. No, I didn't want you to go up.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Okay, and we're going back up. So far we have 2 pieces of what we actually need. Unresponsive. Go back over here. Get a pouch.
I must have dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique.
Sure you keep it. Yes.
Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Okay. System user Horatio. Null built VS.
The data pouch is registered to me.
Of course.
Better just to leave it alone. It's just scrap.
The conduits.
It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Oh, what a surprise.
It's locked tight. I picked it clean years ago. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there.
You know, boss, I spent...
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose.
Pretty cool. Very
That would have
nice.
been a lot easier with hands, boss.
A word.
It's just scrap. There's nothing worth bothering with. It's just scrap. I picked it clean years ago. Still locked.
We're gonna break it open. 5 conduits. Cable, a lantern, a gospel of man, and a torch. Okay. So let's map. Back to Unit. Emergency generator.
It won't work until they're locked together.
Alright. Go to inventory.
It won't work until they're locked together.
And how do we do that?
I'd love to help, boss, but I'm all mouth and no hands.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. It won't work until they're locked together.
Well, how do we lock them together?
It's a data cable, not a power cable.
Or cable?
I can't pick that up. I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now. Nothing worth salvaging. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. I can't just scoop it up.
What happens if we do this?
All it would do is gum them up, not hold them together.
Alright, so we need glue.
I'll need to get a close. The hatchet. I can't pick that up. I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Hmm.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Probably gonna be. I figure out how to get these things addicted. What do you think? Junkyard. This lockbox. There's gotta be something with this lockbox. Can we smash it open?
Still locked.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one I found. I'd love to help, boss, but I'm all mouth and no hands.
I doubt that will have any effect.
Alright. We're gonna try something else.
I doubt that will have any effect.
But we're gonna try everything until it works.
Futile.
Here.
That's never going to work. Totally unilluminating. Totally unilluminating. Totally unilluminating. There's plenty of light to see by already. Totally unilluminating. It's just scrap.
So do you think that maybe if I took this,
It's just scrap.
the spark plug out of the...
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. There's supposed to be a power...
Alright, I got it. With the putty.
Not a bad idea, but it can't carry enough of a charge, and it isn't sticky enough to hold them in place. The cable's far too...
Okay. Let's go to the grease.
I can't just scoop it up.
I'm not gonna ask you to scoop it up, but I am gonna see if I can use putty on the hose.
As much as I'd love to fix that leak someday, we have more important things to do. Plus, it would be a waste of the putty.
Okay, so the putty, I think, is supposed to be... No. Like the putty needs...
Not a bad idea, but it can't carry enough of a charge, and it isn't sticky enough to hold them in place. Futile. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together. It's not going to do anything. It's the generator's ignition.
Okay.
What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss. So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
Alright, now we're gonna plasma torch the conduits together. See, I didn't know that it could be right-clicking. That's some useful information there. We're gonna go here. We're gonna take this.
Time for a little welding.
Yeah.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Me too. Alright, let's go up to this now. This. Used conduit. Good.
The generator is missing a spark plug.
So we need a spark plug now.
The generator is missing a spark.
Alright. Now... the spark plug's in the thingy thing.
How would that even work?
I don't know.
How would that even work?
I don't know. Just trial and error type stuff. I use this. The hose.
That could cause the whole unique to go up in smoke.
Okay, okay. Oh, the torch will work on the lockbox.
Let's see if this works.
Zzz.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. I guess it was actually some kind of...
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Let's go back to the house. And now we have a spark plug. Put the switch. We have power. What's up, Eidolon?
Whew! I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No, which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
Can you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole.
Hey boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out.
Here is Haven
its mechanisms.
A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
No, these are all books I scavenged.
Equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us begin a new primordium.
New
A
Primordia.
collection.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
Weary
No,
wanderers,
these are all books I
come,
scavenged.
Join us in Metropole, city of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is haven for all and strength in numbers. Come, join us in Metropole. Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole, city of
I
glass
bet I can find a
and
better
light.
use for this plug.
Our energy.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
Well, I
guess
think
that
it's
makes two
probably better
birds.
that we don't listen to those people. The hatch, there's a hatch, there's interfaces, blueprints.
The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! And an awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. The original designs for
Oh, I thought you could pick it
an
up.
ancient liquid crystal display.
Take it. The blueprints
original
too, if you
design.
can. No? Alright. Alright,
The
so
only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
Alright, so what do I got here? LED screen, plug that in.
Doubt that will have the effect.
Worth a try. Plug.
It fits, but there's no point unless I connect the plug to something else first.
Okay, let's try the LCD screen.
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
Monitor is what's that? CPU?
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
Okay.
I doubt that will have any effect. The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
Alright, so
That's never going to work.
what did I do?
The only way I can use this is by plugging something in.
I mean, I feel like this should be plugging into it. But we turned a long cable into a plug.
The monitor is designed to socket directly
Directly into a CPU. Alright, let's move to the hatch. Oh, it comes out through there. Alright. Alright, let's go back over here. Just double check to make sure that there was nothing that I missed. Now that I
Now,
can.
I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the Unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
Okay.
It's one of the Unique's turbine.
The big en-
Can I use, like, the torch on these things?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Okay. What about this?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Okay.
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Just trying to burn and weld everything. It's the best way.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Can we take
Ah, I wanted a gumball. I wanted a...
it? Alright. Gonna start thinking about how we're gonna... Back to the junkyard and see if I can scavenge up anything else over here. There's a broken
Picked
robot.
it clean. It's just scrap. It's just scrap.
Say it's just
Better
scrap.
just to leave it alone. Better just to leave. It's just scrap. It's just.
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
Uh,
There's nothing more of value in there. Endless junk. Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3?
anything I can do with this?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. It's a reinforced steel. There's no reason to...
Alright, let's go back. I gotta plug something in. Back to the eunuch. Oh, we didn't check my room for those plans. Going down.
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss?
Huh. Alright, so we have the console. There's not really anything here. What about these books?
I don't need to bring these with me. Aeronautical engineering manuals.
Great for putting yourself to sleep, huh, boss?
Those plans have to be here somewhere. Where did...
We're fine on energy.
Okay.
I've never been able to figure it out.
Alright. Have you ever played this Eidolon? Oh, phonograph. Oh, it wants me to look for this thing. Go out through the hole. I don't want to go out that way. Okay, let's go out this way. What happened to sound? Alright, so we gotta dig up something. I bet it's under this plating. Phonograph broke everything. Go back in there and break it. And we only have one record. Over here. I might have to restart the game. What's up about these 40 frames? Oh, the game probably just doesn't even get better frames than this. We put this. Oh no. Alright, hold on. Save. Should have saved separately just in case it broke it something. Exit. Yes. That was weird. Get out of here with these. Like it keeps messing with come on. It keeps messing with everything. Keeps moving all of my windows around. The game is just not very friendly. I think I broke it. See, it does not like it. So weird. There we go, sounds back. It just does not like, I don't know what it is.
The control pad for the deck access ladder.
Okay. Let's try the LCD. Oh wait, the telescope. Let's try to use the telescope now. 2, 3, 6. plus down, go. 23, 0.
This isn't the
Enter.
time to test out the telescope.
Well, then why would you... You're gonna run the power down. What we're gonna do here.
Strange cloud.
The generator's up and running. It's the Unique's tag. There's no reason to cut that. It's the Unique's tag.
Putty won't fix the hose. Tailwing, the turbine, the robot head.
That's never going to work. That's never going to work.
Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to dig things up, right? How would one begin digging? Try the map again. Let's go to the junkyard.
Better just to...
Keep saying to leave it alone.
I doubt that will happen.
How about the broken robot?
That's never going...
Geocords 894 Metropole.
Geo coordinates for various locations. Geo coordinates.
894 Metropole. Let's go back to Unique then and maybe punch those in. On the, what was it, 294? On the, this thing, yeah. 294.
This
Go.
isn't the time to test out the...
We're not testing it out.
This is no time.
No time for sitting.
How
No
would that
time
even
for...
work?
I don't know. You're the builder. It's
I
your
doubt
builder,
that will
man.
happen.
Go back inside. Okay, so there's a few things that we've heard mentioned so far. It's
I still.
the plans that he's and some kind of crystal thing. Not touch the phonograph. There's a note.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring
Huh.
home for Emma.
That's lovely.
It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
There's the
Oh.
design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
Okay.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
All right.
The energy sensor...
Okay. The first thing we need to do, here's the interface. Here's the cradle. Board.
That's never going to work. I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together.
Okay.
That's never going to work.
But you just said.
That's never going to work. Futile. That's never going. How would that I doubt that. A simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware.
Computer interface for...
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. How would that even work?
I'm missing something here.
How would that even work?
Alright, so
There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source. The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
CPU.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable.
Alright, so... Oops. Data. Crystal, connector, cable. Sensor plans. Okay. So...
The cable's far too long to be useful.
do we...
Let's cut a little cable off. There's nothing I can do with it.
That is where our power...
Futile.
So maybe this little plug-in will work now better.
It needs a sodium iodide crystal to be useful.
Alright, so now we need the
A
sodium.
simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware.
Alright, so now we need the iodide. What do I need? I got a connector. No, I got the cable. I got the cable and a connector. Don't I? Short cable plug and a cable. Alright, so now we need the...
I'll need to get a closer look to see how... Totally unilluminated.
Where do we get this crystal? Have to find out where. Papers.
Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes.
Yes. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve... It's Crispin. In order to preserve... A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
You sure know how to have a good time.
A collection of...
You sure know... Hey, boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't... I've never...
We have to figure out where this crystal is.
A large observational telescope. This isn't the time to test out... That button powers up the telescope.
Oh, maybe we should turn it off? No, don't go down.
There's nothing worth
Gotta find this crystal, which is buried somewhere. I have a feeling it's buried in like the head of this area over here.
I wanted a gumball. I want...
There's no reason to cut. I can't move this without some... It's one of the Unique's turbines. cable's far too long to be useful. No need to cut it again. There's no reason to... There's no reason to... There's no reason... That would be sack. There's no reason...
Got the putty on the cable. I don't know if that did anything. Go back in here.
How would that even work?
Oh,
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together.
okay.
It needs a sodium iodide crystal to be useful. A simple computer interface. There's no reason to cut.
We need the iodized crystal. So where do we get an iodized crystal?
Nothing more to do. Too bad we only have...
Turn it off. Or it breaks everything again. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, please click the circle in the middle to subscribe. The rectangle on your left is another video. The rectangle on your right is a playlist of other videos that you may enjoy. Thanks again. Peace.